And we live. Wow, that's our first word as die stilte.
Yeah.
Guys. Krr, 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 krr. What podcast start like that? No music.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But we couldn't decide on it. And I think it's when it has to be the perfect one. I want it to be the perfect one. If we're starting out, it's like something that's going to be memorable, something that you're going to be seeing a tune afterwards. So it's like we want it to be. I would like it to be the perfect one.
Music is belangrijk. And
Yeah.
as they say, silence is golden. So
Yes.
shut up and get rich. On that note, guys, welcome to our very first podcast. And this is our official name. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Tea for Three.
Oh my word. Yes. A huge shout out to Emil Stalmeester all the way van Oudtshoorn. He's the one that suggested this and it actually stuck.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
We are reading it as well when the first time when he suggested it. Absolutely loved it and the meaning to it as well.
Yeah.
So let me just go into this properly. As he stated,
Ik dink ons moet eers vir ons lekker introduce word.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Vir ons.
Ik dank je zo. Nee.
Kan ons eers
oh yes, they don't know us.
I handed it over and then it just went. Want hij is hoe onze show gaat, wie ons gaat hier. Off topic, on
Ja.
trend,
Ons
off
wing
trend.
het,
En dat is
ons
hoe het
wing
is.
het.
But the topic is still
And
there.
sometimes we just think that you, the mensen kennen. This is family wat ingetuned is. But tonight, we're going to say our names here. We're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Arlene Peterson. En ik draag schoenen. Zo'n fetus in. All the way from Lavender Hill. And yeah, I'm here at my new home now.
And I'm Natasha Marco. Het is kwaai van my res op baie dinge. Single mom to 2 kids. Found myself here doing the show. And I think that we all have stories and it's a good platform to tell your stories and to share it with everybody. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, if you guys, ladies, don't mind, we can just go back to that, please. I think like there isn't enough recognition. Like you're amazing at what you do with
Yeah.
your vlogging and stuff.
Yeah.
You are a damn video vixen, comedian, all of us. You have your own shows, and it's like just, I'm Arlene from Lavendale.
You know, it's quite difficult to even start talking like that, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I used to watch Silverland, I actually really want you to say your name before we even dwell into
Oh,
this.
who are you?
Introduce
Who are
yourself.
Oh,
Typicalness. You know, to put the attention.
I'm okay for
and
that.
just put the attention.
yeah, you guys, they should know me. They should know me. Self-proclaimed influencer. Yeah, I get like 100 likes on my pictures, so it's like, guys, I'm there.
Okay,
I'm there.
100 is lekker. It's like a century model. Okay.
No, absolutely normal. Sometimes crazy. Mom of 3. A widow. I lost my husband last year,
Yes,
so
sis. I didn't know widows look so hot. Man.
yeah.
When
I'm telling you. Lately, it's like I've been blossoming, eh?
Ik weet nie, ek wou
Ja.
Like ons hart as 'n single is wat.
Yeah, single but taken, but yeah. But I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to figure out myself, trying to figure out who I am without my husband.
Yeah.
So I'm just going through life, but I have been enjoying this single life and going out and things. It's been nice.
It's like a physical glow. No. Now, for people that know, I love to say your name, Nazli, and that's what I'm going to call you for the rest of
Is
the
it
stay,
Nazli or
Nazli.
Nazli?
I also said it doesn't matter.
Most people say Nasli, so normally it's just Naz or whatever. But yeah,
Nazli is just
Yeah.
exotic, man.
Nee,
I
but
know it's
thank you.
Muslim, but
Natasha.
Nazli is exotic, and that's what I see when I see you. That's why I call you.
Yeah.
Nazli.
I would
Now you
prefer
must
that
know.
over the usual Nasli or something like that. Please, please.
Imagine
Yeah.
Arlene.
Yeah.
Can you guys?
But why do we do that? A lot of our people, we have beautiful names.
Yeah.
And then they come through with copper and stuff like that. And it's like, but people have beauty. And then you forget those people have those beautiful names.
Yeah.
Because they're just known by the nicknames or something or the way it gets pronounced.
Ek dink is net 'n culture man. Ons is so opgebring is altyd 'n bynaam.
Yeah.
Never use the full names.
But I'm here for that, you guys. I'm here for that because, like, as we dwell into who we are now, like, I'm Arlene Peterson, person, government name. Actually, Arlene, for the first time, I'm going to say this, Arlene Brenda Peterson. That's my
Okay.
full name.
Ja, die my tweede naam kan ek.
But also I go by that comedy chick, and that comedy chick is a whole other girl. That
It's a
sometimes
persona on its own.
kyk jy, that comedy chick se bek sal vir my in en uit die kat uitbring. And that's who I am. And sometimes, like, it's difficult, like in the beginning, it's difficult to list who you are.
Yeah.
You know? Even though we believe it, but it's difficult. It takes me back to watching Seo in the Land, Paula, when she kept on saying, like, fashion redacteur.
Yeah.
with-
Ja.
Like, all their titles. Imagine hoe moet ek vir my introduce, like,
But ek dink
2
ons almal
times
het
National
titles,
Cooking
man.
Show TV, Cooking Show
Yes.
champion. Like, Lati Potterput champion. Like, it's gonna go on and on, man. So, ek dink ons gaan stukkie vir stukkie 'n olifant eet
Ja, almal
vanaand.
gaan vir mekaar leer ken soos ons aangaan met die show. Including the viewers, including the
Exactly.
people who are
Yeah.
involved in, yeah.
But I think we should do that. We should do it more often. Some people might see it in the sense of where, you know, say break or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not. Shouldn't it be where we are celebrating ourselves more?
Exactly. Why must we hide it?
Yes, like even if it's something small, but that's an achievement. I did something. I got out of bed today and I did something. You know, we
Yeah.
should do that
Not
more.
bragging, yeah.
Instead of where people are seen as like, yeah, it's our year of say break or whatever, but it's not. Like the acknowledgement that we deserve as well, that we did something.
And
Like,
it
I
doesn't have to
feel-
be big things. Small things like you said, getting
Yeah.
up in the morning, taking the kids to school, going to Hermanus for a show.
Brushing your hair.
Yes, yes.
Achievement,
Ja.
ja.
All the women out there, hulle weet waarvan ons nou
Oh
hier
yes. Oh yes.
Harokom,
Ik weet, ze
harokom.
kan nog een spelkels een beetje langer aanhouden in die ochtend.
But that's so true, you know, because I had an experience where I have realized that the person took it as I am bragging. So I wasn't bragging as how that person perceived it, how that
Yes.
person took it. So it's not upon us.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's your accomplishments and you must celebrate it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Nestle had said.
Yeah. Salam Zuraida.
Yo, we're so self-excited.
Yes.
Als vergeet alweer
Yes. No,
Also so
definitely.
bizar, hè? Introducing ourselves to everybody that we forgot that we actually here with the engagement.
Sorry,
Like,
ik
guys.
was niet de conversation. nie.
It's like a cat
Sorry.
I count on Nestle now to make that.
Sorry, I just want to share it. If you guys don't mind, I want to share this from the YouTube page over to the Facebook page. I want people to follow us on the YouTube platform as well, the Babbling Heads podcast. So I just want to share it over. So please subscribe, like, follow, share, all of us. I'm still learning all of these, no? Like
You did a
I'm on
great
TikTok
job.
as well, but I've never done a video or anything. So I'm learning about all these social media
Now
platforms
you were
and things.
natural. You're just natural,
Dis
but
die brains. Ons is pinkies. Dis sy brain.
weet jy eintlik wat ek hier doen nie, but what I am realizing is, guys, last Sunday we had a like a mock
Yeah.
thingy, get together and whatever, and ek sê vir jou, there was food. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
And now thinking back, net toe kyk ek mos nou die video man. En nou doen ek exactly wat ek vir myself gesê het moenie doen nie. I kept seeing myself in a video doing this. On my seat, and now I'm literally doing it again.
Yeah.
It's crazy net te sê vir jou heel dag. Moenie hy doen nie.
It is.
En
It
dan doen
is.
ze het.
Ja, ek sit die altyd agtertoe. Ek vergeet ek moet nie in die mic praat.
No, in the beginning, I also did that. That I
Yeah,
would
I do it a
forget
lot.
myself
I
where I
do it a
would be
lot.
speaking to somebody and
now-
completely forget myself that I have to speak into the mic.
It's like, hallo, praat hier. in die-
Yeah.
But it's crazy how we all doing something, no? But ons weet nie wat ons doen nie.
No.
Ons weet wat ons doen, but you know, it's like, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys. Like I've always
En
wanted
dis
the
ons eerste
podcast,
keer
no?
ook, man.
Always wanted the
Ja.
podcast, but nooit geweet wat de rigting nie, want jy kan nie net 'n podcast maak nie. But now I have like 2 amazing people with me.
Dankie,
And
dankie.
we have like a technical support, like it's amazing. I'm literally soaking in this moment
That's why
thinking,
God places you in parts now that you didn't even think you were going to
Yeah.
be, and the next thing you are. It's really quiet.
No, girls, I've never in my life even thought of this. I never even knew about podcasts and stuff. I've
a
never really
podcast?
followed
What was it, a podcast?
podcast. And then from a different podcast on the Babbling Heads, I followed that one and I was involved with that, and then this. But I would have never thought about this at all, or doing this. But it's an amazing experience. It's something that I'm being educated on and learning about. I'm now so into more podcast, following it and checking, learning from it, which I never would have thought I'd be doing.
And I think that's what the viewers and whoever's watching or listening must remember, is that we mustn't undervalue ourselves. I think if somebody had to ask us a few years ago, would you do this? We'd be like, yes, Jane,
Yes.
now ek sal dit nooit
Yes.
doen nie. And yes, it was. And I mean, that's you know, you mustn't undervalue. You must actually believe a bit more in yourself that you can do things like this. But kijk now.
There's a podcaster actually also that has a show here, Ryan.
Yeah.
He's been telling me about 5 years ago. Olin, you
Wow.
should start a podcast.
Yeah.
Olin, you should do a podcast. I was like, wait, what do you know, man? I just love being on stage. Like, that's my vibe, man. I want to be live and that. Until COVID hit, pandemic. And then I had to force myself to put myself there out on Instagram. And then I was like, yo, from that, I got like international experience where I can now maybe just call a favor and say, hey, dude, I'm in your area. Can I maybe sleep on your couch?
Literally. Of ek is
Au,
honger,
Dala.
kan jy nie vir my kos kos bring nie.
Guys, you guys know me. Ik ga kosloof. Oh, Jozon,
Ja.
shout out, just...
Praat van die duivel.
Praat van die duivel en trap je op zijn wat?
In any case.
That's what we.
Yeah, but let us go into the whole concept of Tea for Three.
Yeah.
And what is it about? Or what can people expect?
Now we got some dub quotes here.
Yes.
We're going to start off with, where there's tea, there's hope. Like Chinese, ancient, healing. How do you feel about that? Oh, maakt tea niet veel warm.
No, but I'm a tea girl.
Tea is
I
for
love my
calming.
tea.
Tea is for relaxing. I mean, niemand hou op in die rond met 'n koppie tee in 'n land.
Yes.
Staan jy as jy tea drink and sit jy and jy's calm and you're having a moment. And I think that's what the show is about.
Especially in our family, we're big on tea. With us, if waking up every morning,
Yeah.
my late dad used to wake us up with a cup of tea. That's how we'd start our day, with a cup of
You
tea.
start your day.
Like my sister is like for sin if she doesn't have a cup of tea in the morning. The same with me at night. I must have my cup of tea before going to bed and stuff. But that was just that at the end of the day, relaxing, thinking about the day, everything that has happened, and just that moment that you take to yourself with your cup of tea.
And it slows down. It
Yes.
slows down everything. En allemaal moet nog wachten voor hij kittel om te koken.
Yeah.
No?
Sjoe, en as hy kittelkoek kan skree almal in die huis. Maak vir my ook. En sy eers kwaad want dan moet jy sommer 10 minute maak op
We all experience that now.
Ja.
A silent koppie tea.
Yes.
Maar kijk, die kittel gaat...
You know, my brother used to take the kettle and put it at the back. Like the back of the kitchen, so nobody can hear the kettle.
I check it over the kittel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I have a gas one, so that sound
That's
alone of the
activated.
steam.
Yeah.
No, I'm scared of gas, eh?
But
You'll
that's
never find you with
basically-
stuff like that.
Yeah, so I think tea is, that's what it is, because I mean, for the people listening, a lot of people had the idea that when you hear tea, it's gossip, of it's a skinny story, of julle sit en praat met ander mense. And so we wanted to kind of elaborate that that's not what the show is about.
Positive
No.
reinforcement.
Only positive
Kijk,
reinforcement.
yeah, I like this one, man. Tea to the English is really a picnic indoors. Nou, kijk, ik heb net picnic gewoon. En hij, wat was dat? Nasli brood los Sunday, no? Ik was honger en toen
Yo,
loop ik, because
wat
ik is
was
altijd
het?
staan, no?
Noodles?
Het was like a noodle vibe, no?
Yeah.
With like a egg, maar
Toe
dan
gooi jy
je zo
chips in.
pas.
Toe gooi jy fritos in.
Fritos and
Yes, yes, I remember that.
please take it from a 2 times national cooking show TV champion, no? Where
Yeah.
there is mushy softness, there must be crunch.
Crunchy.
That is it.
Snijd je toast ook als je moet. Je klapt het zomaar samen in die brood.
But it's like where there's food, guys, I'm happy.
Yeah.
My soul is happy.
You
En
understand,
nou wat
hè?
afkost is een lekker kopje thee.
Lekker,
Eindig
Jay.
het zoet af.
Oh, yes. Now, with me, there will always be food. I actually didn't make anything for today. I didn't cook. I was lazy.
Lekker van syre
But
iets
definitely next week, we can even do like cooking tips and all of those types of things. Like, I started like late 4 years or something in the really, 3 years into my marriage. Where I actually started cooking properly. Van het was, ik was wel afgewater geweest. Like, I couldn't
but-
cook. I was stubborn, black sheep. I didn't want to learn from my granny or anything. Just doing my own thing. And I got married. And yeah, but my husband, He loved me, so he just ate anything.
So he didn't really care about hoe die kos proe.
En hulle wil ek jou kwaad maak. Like, ek maak kos en iemand het eendag vir my gevra, kan jy kos maak? Ja, maar kinders eet. Hulle jou kinders, hulle gaan nie weer. Hulle gaan nie afstaan nie. I'm like, Jos, my child heeft been lying to me my whole life. So ek weet ek dan, kos is right. Hulle eet het en niemand se mag weg na daai nie. So.
Kos is kos op die einde van die dag. You can always just add a little bit more salt, no? Hot sauce.
No,
mayonnaise.
I love my mayonnaise. No.
What do you guys think of the people that come with the Agni or biryani and just put some
I'm
mayo
sitting
on
here.
it?
I'm
that's
sitting
Sonora.
here.
Oh no! You don't even know what the food tastes like if you gooi mayonnaise on.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Nah, you know what? I think that is a dust to the person that
No,
made it because they chatted
no.
up condiments of the biryani.
I will put mayonnaise on everything, I'm telling you. I absolutely love mayonnaise. Mayonnaise and acha. I will put on everything.
Even not acha.
Yes, I can't. Like, especially my egg and bread with acha. I must.
Nah, I'm more of a sour and a chili person. What would you say? Your preference? Your food preference?
Ek iets wat lekker proe. Ek het niks preferensie.
So it's safe to say that we are comfortable with talking about food. So daar gaan 'n segment is waar daar gaan brande tips is. Okay, cool.
Dis kos is sukkel ek nog 'n bietjie. Like as dit by koolkos, as iemand vir my kan leer hoe om rig. Ek kan koolkos maak, dat my kool is nie brei nie.
Nee, it must just make you fart in any case, so it's not like a problem.
Vrou, ek
No,
fart.
I feel you with that with tomato food, tomaticos. It's like the way the older people make it. It's so nice, man. And it's like I just don't get it that.
Yes. Oud klink nou, maar hulle maak nie meer tomatiepies soos hulle dit eers gemaak het, man. That's the problem.
Die ding is, daar is sekere mense wat hy kos net kan perfect.
Yes,
And
it
not everybody
is.
can do it. Not
My
everybody.
late father-in-law always, when he was making.
I found my tribe. What? Dit is die mense. Hulle kan nie hulle segment hier. Net vir kos, nee.
Yeah, definitely.
Lekker. I was 11 when I made my first pot of food and it was koolkos en dit was nogal brein.
Jo, het nogal vir jou in die diep in gegooi.
Kyk eens, ek is spytie. Kan julle sien hoe lyk ek? Because I know our food must
So is
taste.
daai my problem. Ek het genoeg kool gegee. Want jy het nou groot die maar jy het genoeg gewys.
Dis maar 2
Ek
koppe
het sommer
kool.
môre 2 koppe kool koop.
So what do you guys think? How was your guys' day, man? Because for me, leading up, oh hell no for my
Yeah,
Ek
Zoraida.
is bly.
Moenie charge raak.
Ek is so bly ons het mense by die huis.
No,
op ons
up until this point, I really liked Zoraida, but now I honestly don't know anymore.
I like
Maybe if you add jalapenos and maybe a little balsamic vinegar to the mayo. And
I
just
must
spice it
admit,
up,
on
man.
that part, no, I don't say that word properly.
What do you say? What do you, tell us how do you say
I
it.
must say the jalapenos.
jalapenos.
I love comedy, obviously. I'm a comedian. I follow Russell Peters and he has a character.
Yes.
Jalapenos.
Yes.
On a stick. So after that, I can't say jalapenos or jalapenos. I've heard everything. I'm going to say, ik ga die achter uithalen.
Yeah.
Jalapenos.
I normally just avoid saying it in
So what are you
public.
going to say? The poppers? The
Yeah,
chili
or
poppers?
something, or that one there. Give me that one there on the menu. Yes.
Disappointed. Nee, lekker. At home, jy het nou 'n range of stuff gehoor, whatever. By the way, solank ek hier is, gaan nie Afrikaans is.
Ja.
I don't know how do you feel about language preference.
Mixture.
Alles. Ek bedoel, ons almal is maar English en Afrikaans, so I think we should just stick to what everybody knows. And we must talk the way we talk at home.
Yeah.
So ons gaan dit vir ons hou wat ons eers sê.
And we're not just English and Afrikaans, even though we are still learning, because some of us like was not to cross the racial barrier.
Okay.
Net met language, net met language.
Lekker.
So my Valentine's, I did enjoy, that sawubona and
Yeah.
things like
Nee,
that.
lekker.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to speak like Vanek.
Okay.
Just like imagine you pulling up, looking the way you look, no? And now you're like, nah, it's a colored, and now they maybe want to say something. Can't you understand me?
Yeah.
No? And then you can talk back. How amazing is that?
I went on a camp now this weekend. So we stopped at the petrol station in Piketberg. And there were 2 guys in front of us at the queue. And the one out turns around and he says, my bro, die kinders is die van Neafie. Nou dink ek nou, hoe lyk ek kan nou? Like ek kan nou nie soos iemand van die He's like, nah, but jy is van Neafie. Nou I'm like, ja, ek is van die Kaap. He's like, ek sê mos die kinders van die
Wat
Kaap.
het dit weggegee? Wat?
Ek staan nou in 'n skool. Ik weet niet of het dat is, see? I doubt that very much. But I was talking, very plat like I talk now. He must have picked up. And then he tells me, nee, ik is van Grabouw. I'm like, but Grabouw praat ook Afrikaans.
Ja.
But for some reason, I don't know how they pick
Je
it up.
aesthetic en je oren.
Ik heb baie colored gelijk, Sika. Baie, gossip altijd.
Jo, so maar van vee af.
You know. So ja, mensen kijken jou bij de gezicht soms. So.
Yeah, but
You
we
can-
do
you
that.
can get away with like being Puerto Rican. Oh, lekker.
Yeah, I will.
By the borders
You'll take it, you'll take it.
By the borders also, definitely.
Nah, I'm proudly colored. I'm here for the. Kijk, you know, I sometimes feel like I can only express myself, no, properly as ik kan oorslat in Afrikaans, man.
Yeah.
Then they gonna
That's
understand
niks aan
me.
de way nie, man. Like as ik skel, ik kan niet in Engels skel. You must stop that. Mommy will hit your bum. Nee, ik ga jou donen. Sy wil nie luister nie.
Yo,
Ik slap jou dwars deur die muur en het, hulle kry het. Like, get the point. Like that.
Do it, but it's lekker to say it.
I mean,
no.
but you could do it if you want to.
Oh no. En lettergrepen, when you hit people in lettergrepen. Ik hit jou, mos. You do
When
it
we're
as a
small
mom.
and we knock against the door and your mommy go to the door and she's like, naughty door.
So
You're
just
like,
hold
yeah.
up for 1 second. You are both mothers as well.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Well,
'Cause
you're going to
now
get good tips. And I think from the viewers as well, you're going to get good tips on...
I'm
on
here
there's no
for the
manual.
people at home that also don't have children, and maybe the people like me that also love children, but
Yeah.
if they other people's
Yeah,
children,
that's
Yeah.
the best part.
no, when they must go home, moeilijke
The
time.
best part. I don't want more kids, definitely. But
What
other
was that?
people's
What was
parents-
that thing where you were like?
I
don't
still want more kids.
Two boys. Two boys is enough. Thijs al klaar 10 each.
Yeah.
Elkeen is 10 kinders. So ik krijg 20 kinders, in other words.
And that's
I
why you
want
just
more
said you want more.
Yep, I have 3 and I
She
still want
wants
more.
More is
She
in how many
wants
more? What
Eh?
is the cutoff?
There is no cutoff really.
Ah.
I enjoy it. I like
Like,
kids.
as a- like with a surrogate mother or yourself, you're gonna carry
Say
all the
that.
children.
Yes, I'm quite fine. Even though I do unfortunately need a sperm donor, I am fine.
Was it unfortunately
Eh?
part of the pleasure of actually creating the baby?
No,
would think
no.
so.
Understand? Guys don't have a problem with creating a baby. There's no problem with conception,
It's
but
the
they
after.
think they're overthinking that they need to do more, which I don't need from them.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be there. I don't need you
Yeah.
to support financially. I just need sperm.
My strong words, my broek. Don't
Yeah.
wanna adopt me also. Like, yo,
Was it
bruh.
basically klaar for jou adopt if you think about it?
Yeah.
We
What is
feed
it?
her. We feed her.
Ik geloof ik but I'm here for this vibe, guys. I'm here. And just to see these words on screen, man. Like, there's mensen daar.
Ja.
Wat nou
Ja,
voor
maar
ons
luister.
watch.
Baie dankie
Like-
dat julle ingetune het.
En getuned.
Is dit nie tune nie?
It was tuned in technically.
That's tuning in, is mos present still.
Praat ons aan tunes soos aan die radio button she draai.
Oh, wow.
Nee,
Die
tune is
draai-
mos 'n button druk.
Tuning in, is mos influencer language. Nasli,
Ja,
as
ek
jou
wil ook sê wat die
department.
mense op TV sê tune in.
Yo,
No, I'm also saying
this
tune
is the
in.
first day of March, guys.
Yeah.
A new month,
I
new
didn't
possibilities.
feel right. Like we just skipped over, and then I realized this morning it's the first, and the schools and things needs to be paid. I should have done it yesterday already, but they were still supposed to be the 29th and the 30th and the 31st for
what
me to make
happened? What
payments.
happened?
Is there anybody else who feels like they're waiting for the next payday or is it just Because ek is dik broke soos ek hier sit, maar ek mag lyk soos ek Monica het by $27 size al wat ek het in my bank account.
I don't even want to complain, no, because it's difficult, no. But like during the day, I'm a teacher assistant, man. So I work for a stipend. Do you guys know the meaning of the word stipend? And then I realized that this is the first job, no, where I have a day job, and I hustle at night. That's kicking my butt, guys.
Dis maar hustle, joh.
Working with children, that's what I don't understand. How can you say you want more children?
Yeah, but I don't have crazy kids, so
That's
But
also
it
true,
the
depends
man.
assumption I don't know what the kids are like in your life.
Miskien is die next sperm donor bietjie.
No, my kids are
Slap jy wel
easy.
by
Psycho.
I literally just feed my kids. They fine.
Yours
They
are like
entertain
easy.
themselves. They keep themselves busy and things.
Nah, so wanneer kom lovely.
Well,
Yeah.
So easy. Yes, as you got.
Even as when they were small as well, I didn't have any issues in the sense of, you know, when they'd go crazy or running in malls and jumping on people's couches. I never had that with them.
Wow.
I'm jealous because I don't have children, but I had lots of that.
Is
in my
it?
life.
Yeah,
Three
and you work at the
children,
school,
like
so-
No.
children around me, and then I'm just like, yo, just look, but you can't say it because
No, you
must
can.
be like, can you? To other
I
people's
do.
children.
So the thing with me is I talk to my kids.
Yeah.
They've never
So
gotten hiding or
communication.
anything like that. Remember, we're still dealing with humans. Even though we are the adults and stuff, they're still dealing with humans. I'm learning still to understand that what we go through as adults, they also deal with their emotions and things. So I don't shout and scream and go on with him. It must really be there to do something. This is now directed at my teen son that is 16.
No, wow. very
But
specific.
then-
Men vir dit. Ek gaan
Yeah.
maar
So you
sê
have a
nie.
teenager and you have a teenager.
16, yeah, 16 and 11.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but mine is more like talking to them, like
Yeah.
and understanding, making them understand
Yeah.
things. Oh, this is the reason why or whatever.
Reasoning
and
with
they,
them. You know, I wish
yes,
I wish my parents was like that when I was growing up. I think my life would have been total different,
Yeah.
like in the aspect of nie net geskree op my nie and how I perceive things, and it's actually
Like,
deep,
I
and
started
I'm gonna
off-
learn a lot here because
Yeah.
I already feel
but
it.
remember, I started off bad as well. But as I go on and learning and things needs to be done differently.
Yeah.
We need to break generational curses
I
and
agree,
things.
yeah.
Like now, people are more open about depression and things. Back then, dan het je gehoor, trek je gewoon frietrig. Moet je zo hangen en zo aan. Yeah, we didn't deal, or we weren't dealt with back then about our emotions or why you said or what's happening. Het was net trek je gewoon frietrig.
We weren't allowed to express our emotions, you know.
Yeah.
We weren't even allowed. As jy huil, dan sit 'n probleem en sit hoe kuil jy?
Yes.
Kies maar vir jou bloody reason om te huil.
Exactly.
So, like, what are you supposed to do? Moet jy alles inhou? Nou groei jy op en jy hou dinge in. Dan kan jy eet, dan kom jy in 'n relationship and then your relationship doesn't work because you don't feel that you're supposed to show emotion.
Yeah.
So it is about breaking generational curses. Me and Liam actually had a conversation this evening. He was saying, "Yo, mommy, the school is tricking me with schoolwork, and it's a lot of pressure. And he's tired. He comes from
Yes,
school.
girl.
The bus drops him like to 4. Now he lays for like 20 minutes, and he must
Did he
start
must do homework? Yep.
And he said test week is next week, but there's so much homework he can't even get to study. So I sat there and I said to him, you know what? If you're gonna feel depressed or it's too much, you must come tell me. Because a lot of the time we don't do that.
Yeah.
We just like Germany week doen, you know. So I told him, if you feel like it's too much, come tell me, and we can find help. Or
Things
but not
get
many kids have that
overwhelming. Yeah.
option.
No. And I can
We
already
don't.
see you guys are going to be dope grannies. Do you know it? If you
Yeah.
already...
Dis baie vinnig nou.
Quite
Look here,
birth control
if
and
you
I can
guys
support it
are
in the
parents
oggend.
like this, if you guys are parents like this, you guys can only get better, which means you're gonna be dope grannies. You're gonna be the granny that slipped the money in the hand
Yeah,
and in the bra and in the
definitely.
pocket, whatever. Don't tell your mommy, don't tell your daddy.
Slip the money to go buy more 6-pack. I'm maybe that granny to buy more beer, a quarter tea. I'll feed you by the liquor store.
I don't see myself as like actually being pregnant in general. But
Oh,
maybe
you
this
see
is
yourself
I
married?
don't. Maybe sometimes on a happy day I will also maybe go down that line and think like, what if? And then I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like in my heart, I would really love to be a foster mom.
Really?
I would be a foster mom. That's what I wanna. Because there's already children out there
Yeah.
that's lacking a dope mother
Yeah,
figure.
you see it a lot, eh?
So I would only do that, and like when he's 18, he can choose to stay or she can choose
Yeah.
to go out, and I can take another
Yeah.
tour, whatever. But
Yeah.
I think that will be dope, like a Medea vibe, man.
Yeah,
Like in my retirement, and I'm also the one with the gun.
It
Don't
scares
come,
me,
yo.
eh?
Why?
Like I also want to do that in the sense of even the idea of adoption, but at the same time it's like it scares me what I've seen in other situations, being a foster mom or having the child and then the biological mom comes at a later stage and takes the child. Like I can't do that, to have that commitment or
Yeah.
being attached to a child and then it being taken away. Like I don't know if I can handle
That's
that.
why I
That
just do
even if
animals.
it
I just do
happens,
animals.
like-
Katte, nonna. Ik vat net
wow.
katte en nonna.
it's the same love, though. So I get it. It's the same
Yeah,
love.
I
It
mean,
is
they also
definitely.
need
I've got
homes
3
and
cats, a dog and a hamster.
Yeah, I've got a parrot, 2 dogs, and a cat.
Is it?
That's a lot of feeding, guys.
I mean, like if
Feeding
anybody
children,
wants to have a
feeding
kiddies
animals,
party,
feeding
hulle kan
random
hier na
other
my
mensen.
platform toe kom.
And we were raised in the sense of a cat is a velding.
Yeah.
Because like a cat is oral open, like that's why we never had cats or
Yeah.
anything. We just had dogs, but then my daughter got a cat for the first time 2 years ago. She wanted a cat. And I'm telling you, we are now in love with cats.
Yeah.
The way they are, and they're much smarter than dogs as well.
Yeah, they're also lower maintenance.
weet je of die waarheid is wat hier is?
weet ook niet,
The
ik
number
lees
of women becoming mothers under the age of 30 is at a record low as more ladies are choosing to delay motherhood for various
Is this in South
reasons.
Africa?
For the first time ever in 2020, half of the women in England and Wales have decided not to have a baby. But sorry, it's a serious thing.
But
By
I
their
mean, if you
30th
think about
birthday.
it, not for anything, but like back in the day, it was known that, you know, when we grow up, we must be good wives, we must
And
have
have
children, and that
children.
was kind of our.
So, oh, we
our
now
ambition.
acting out.
Now,
By we, I mean,
acting out. Ons liever vir ons nou. Ons
Yeah.
wil dinge doen. Ons kan plan. We've realized that we don't have to. We're not just for childbearing.
Sure,
you know.
that's deep.
So maybe
And not
that's what
just
we
that,
will do.
It's
other things
various
as well.
reasons for
Living
real.
together and things. Dan moet jy gehoor dat you're living in sin.
Yeah.
But now I will advise anyone,
Yes.
live together,
Together
first.
first, yeah.
See what is happening, how it goes when you're together, then you can really
Hy
see.
gooi sy kous op
What
die
if you,
vloer
Yes.
of hy
what if you find this really hot guy? Everything is right and everything is perfect, but he snores like.
I take
Hy-
offense
hy-
by that,
hy-
eh?
my relationship is not boyfriend.
I'm the one that snores people.
Okay, so this is dope. So I almost know some.
Ek het 'n snoring problem. Ek gaan nie lieg. Even when dating, it was always like
Isn't it nerve-wracking
I'm
going
like,
and
yo, I'm gonna
sleeping over
date
for
the
the first
guy,
time?
and then after a while we get to the point, you know, where we like gonna maybe sleep over, and then I'm like, yo, ek gaan snor. Then literally I'll lay there and be like, I'll doze off and I'll hear a bitchy snoring, and I'll be like,
Yes, yes.
because you're so like me, man.
So unfortunately, I've recently experienced all of that. The worst is the fact that sometimes you need to go to the toilet
Yeah.
and make a stinky. But this is this new guy and he doesn't know, and is it going to be sounds and stuff that's happening and smells, and, it's like,
it stays right in the toilet. Now you have cramps. Now you can't eat because now you have this cramps and just a glassy, but you can't.
Check aan nie.
Why are we like that? Mama? We become so comfortable with each other. It's like that never happened.
But it should be like to be comfortable with each other. Because with my work up and also beautiful.
Aspire.
But I think
Note to
also
self.
why is it right for guys to do that? Why can guys fart and
I
go take
think
a
they
poop and
don't
then
worry
it's-
about it as much as
But
we
girls-
do.
We're self-conscious, even though we don't want to admit it. No?
Yes.
We are self-conscious.
Yeah, we are.
We don't want to look at why do you guys think in the mall, in shops and stuff, no, they always put mirrors like in the shop for
Where you walking
Because now you
and-
walk past, kyk of jy hare regens nou,
Weet
sê
jy
maar
nou-
lekker check it langs aan die
Ja.
mirror. Now you see
Ja.
that jacket, but jy het eers te veel self gekyk.
Verstaan jy?
By jy meen ek ek.
Oh, ja, die mirror
Kyk,
is
my hare is so glad, no?
Ek sien
My
so,
hare- I'm not used to this, guys. Dis 'n ander vibe, jong.
Ons het die possie op
Excited.
vandag hè.
I'm just excited, man. It's March. It's like a new month. I'm having my own show at the Baxter Theatre,
Yeah,
guys. I had to mention that. Like, ik shit balls. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not
But you've
lying.
done this so many times, haven't
No
you?
matter how many times you do it, but this is a big one, man. This is like a bucket list item.
Okay.
So I've played a lot of stages, pubs, restaurants, 12-year-old parties, youth functions.
Wat sê jy by 'n 12-year-old party?
I make stupid jokes. Then you go into you are a silly person.
Okay.
You're basically a clown. But I don't also undermine them because they also are smart.
Yeah.
And I laugh it because I love funny jokes nice. And like, oh, you guys actually got
Yeah.
it. But like I've done a lot of that, but never collaborating with my comic partner in crime, Tato Mabulani, and having our own show
Yeah.
starring Tato Mabulani,
Yeah.
all in Peterson. It's a bucket list item. Like,
Nou, well done.
It's amazing.
Thank you. You guys won't understand. Ons gaat nog
Nou,
dieper
wel.
in die topic in. Ons, hoe het ek tot hier gekom?
Yeah.
Maar dat gaat maar net zo lang kies dicey. We will unwrap it as it goes along. But it's a scary ride. It's al nog een whole
Yeah.
maand. What am I
It's
gonna
daunting,
wear?
eh? You will always, you will have something. I like how you take the
Yeah.
simplest things and make it pop and make it yours. Like even when you had the cane and wrapping the scarf around the cane, simple
Yeah.
things.
I
And then it
love
comes
I
out
love
amazing.
The fact that you're comfortable with your body is the biggest. It's the biggest and the best part because you can put on anything, and if you feel comfortable,
Yeah,
you
I've seen
shine,
your
Jay.
TikTok videos where you're wearing a
Yeah,
shorts and
guys,
stuff and a
so
midriff, and it's like, I don't have that guts. Honestly, I don't have that guts.
Yo, guys, it's crazy
You
you
make
guys
it
say
work.
this thing because I say this about other people. Nah, jy kan sommer 'n swart sak dra. Like, so can hear you guys are saying it. And like, I was 7 years old, no? When I won a pageant and I won Miss photogenic.
Lekker
I
try.
didn't understand.
You should
what
have
it
opened up with
was,
that day.
I didn't understand. So I didn't want the prize because my twin brother, my late twin brother, he won first prince. So he got like a
Sister.
box of tangible gifts
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
front of him. And I got like a voucher to take pictures, but with a makeover and whatever, and I didn't take it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could have maybe been.
No.
Yeah.
that, but what's meant for you will always come your way, you know? Like I
today.
took plus size modeling, but I could have maybe just.
Yeah.
Oh, was I not ready for it?
But definitely well done. I think we all must learn to pat each other on the back. Vrouwmense doen nie daai bias nie.
Yes.
Ons likes mekaar so afkyk. Like I'm the type who will walk and I'll see, like I have this habit, I'll drive and there will be a girl and she look lekker man, walking down and I'll shout out the window, she like baie lekker. Some people look at me like I'm a mallet,
Yeah.
but why can't we give each other
I've been starting to
credit,
do,
man?
to do that more,
Yeah.
right? Because I absolutely love
Ons
it as
like
well.
mekaar afdruk as onnodig.
So literally coming back full circle to the beginning
Yeah.
of our show where we said it's difficult to actually say your accolades and celebrate it
Yeah.
because you're scared that people is
Yeah.
gonna drag you off. And I feel like thank you for us starting to celebrate one another. Like ek het nou net hier gekom en toe begin 'n breek ek alweer. But daar gaan nog baie breaks. Dus wat maybe
Yes.
sometimes ek 'n break. Ek vat dit op myself to break.
Ja, hoekom dan nie?
Ek wat,
Hoekom dan
yeah,
nie?
it's my lines in my comedy.
But what
I
if
don't
the
know
next
type of
person
break
takes
I
it
break.
differently? What if the next person sees it as, wow, she's done this and this.
Exactly.
Why don't I try this or maybe do this? And
Exactly.
you understand?
That's my whole
Think of
life
both
mission,
ways.
bruh. My whole life mission is to like, but I'm from Lavendale.
Ja.
From
Om te wys dat
Lavendale.
it doesn't mean where you come from man.
No. Where you live does not determine who you are.
Ja.
But who you are makes where you are very important. So I'm glad I'm around the table with you guys and like dope shout out to Nantel for putting this
Yeah, thank you,
together.
Nantel.
Like,
Yes.
like just
yes.
for putting this together. Like I would have never in a million years thought that.
And for him to see that three women, especially putting women together.
Different
Nee,
walks
ons
of
had nog maybe
life. joh.
fancy om dit te helpen
Yes.
with our words.
Ja.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and he saw
made it
that
work.
and he put that whole concept and idea all together. And so us as individuals and that he could still partner us up for this podcast. So thank you,
Chemistry,
Nanto. We owe you.
Bruh.
When we make it big, I'm telling you.
Ooh, win. Operative word of
Yes.
win. Ek is excited for die, huh?
So ek sê net nou al, jy het nie altyd aantrek vir die show nie. Nou, ek wil gou vir almal sê op die show, almal wat luister, die is die beste wat ek gaan doen, want dis uit 'n klokslot. Ek het 2 kinders om klaar te maak voor ek hier kom. So daar gaan tyd wees wat ek shower en in my onesie kom. Ek sal aan my swelkous afhaal vir julle. But ek gaan 'n beanie het en wat because ek gaan elke keer aantrek vir. Sien julle hoe sweet my kop? Die span warm kry. So just so you know.
No, unfortunately,
pajamas.
no, ladies. Since I'm now
That's
newly
what this is
single and
for,
stuff,
yes.
I need to represent. You never
Yeah.
know who's
So you can
watching.
always
And
represent.
yes, you know, you might
I
just
love your
find.
undergarments that you
Thank
wear.
you.
Like
Actually,
your outer undergarments, man.
Yeah.
It's like out, it's like in Sigela and out. Is it in? Is it uit? Ik weet niet, but I love it. Like, just does something for you.
Thank you.
Now, if it
Nah,
does
yeah,
something for
and,
us, then can you imagine what all it does for other people?
Ooh, because I'm now wondering, you said you're not going to go through all that because you have 2 children and whatever. So I don't have an excuse
Ik wil-
now. What
yeah,
must I
Chan, Muna moet aantrek. You still can at least do in my part.
right.
It will be once a month that I will wear my pajamas, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But just to clarify, you are in a relationship?
I am.
Okay, all in you?
I'm single and extremely ready to mingle.
Is that?
Okay.
Okay.
God, believe us to say that. Why moet ek dan dis swindelig gaan hoor?
Libra, I am broke. Like, you can't even scare me, bro.
But how did that even work, no?
Imagine. It's a joke.
Imagine Abraham tell me, listen, baby, if you can just go to what's that African bank and just go so ek sal sê jy moet jou ma gaan vra wat
Nee,
vir my
bra.
kom vra nie. I had these girls got a tried, but
It's crazy how you like saying that because like I watched it and I saw there was a picture of him actually in Cape Town. But ek dink hy was lang
ja, ek
hier
gesê hy het in die tronkie gelê toe sê ek hy lieg. Daar is no way dat hy beautiful man nog so like na in die Kaap gelê het.
Maar hy het net op sy rug gehad. Like,
Asseblief, hy het hy self gedoen hy het nie meer
Self-inflicted.
Want hy is die al wat jy hier kry in die Kaapie so.
But luckily, Nasli is also smart, so we don't even have to worry about being swindled or whatever.
Now, I'm the last person that you guys was talking about being smart. Oh no, I wasn't stupid. I wasn't stupid. I had currently a situation that's happening, that's taking place right now, that was exposed yesterday.
Exposed is a very big word. Like my heart skips a beat when I hear
Literally
exposed.
named and shamed. That's literally the Facebook page as well.
Actually on
Hey,
Facebook.
when I pray in the morning, I include that in my prayer. Please don't let anybody I know close to me or myself land on that page ever. People take you for a
that
guy
name and
when
shame
you...
page. I didn't know about it till I saw
It's
your post, and then I was
scary.
like,
I
I
didn't
went
even
and
see.
like,
Okay, so now I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
So-
But don't bring it up. I'm just saying, ik ga nou na die show moeten gaan kijken.
nee, het is een beetje erg, hoor.
Ja.
But it's right onze mensen tijd om weer voor de gat te vat, man. Het is bij tijd. Take, like, what's that saying? Bring what something into light.
Dat wil er niet donker in. Dan liggen dat
Wat
one
in die
hoor.
donker
Iets te
is, zal
staan,
uitkomen in die lachen.
Ja.
Ik
Oké,
denk,
sinds
dit is
daar kom
een
Afrikaans
Afrikaans,
uit.
je moet het
Nee,
oké.
ik kan me R uitdrukken met oor rond
je
maken. Dan klink het ook als ik zo kan praten, alsjeblieft. Like, try.
Okay.
Ja, that's hectic. Ja.
But okay, so this is basic. Tonight is just about people getting to know us.
Ja.
Elke show zal een service. Elke show zal a topic hit of discussion. And that's where we need the people who are listening.
And as well as an open chair, which means
Ja,
you
we zoeken
never
guests,
know who might come through these doors.
For the Christmas, Easter
Yo.
Bunny.
Even a
Easter
celebrity.
bunny. Oh. Ja, like you know what? Ik ga op de eerste episode sê, weet julle wie sal ek like
I
who
think
I
this
would
one
die
like
come on the show. I would die.
Ooh.
Crazy of Good Hope FM.
Okay.
I would die. That's like my ultimate
En voor
podcast.
morgen inbox,
guest.
hoor. Gaat voor
Nice,
inbox
not too
worden.
soon, but I would die. Me first by my feet, yo. Before I can even, I would be flustered. Iemand anders, ja, dat zal jou aan me praten. Ik ga het
Ja.
niet zo met mijn phone zo doen. Guys. You guys will come like that. Like we were very outspoken, but in front of that one person.
Ja.
En dan wat gebeurt?
So if they do perhaps have a local guest, you know, talking about hustling or just entrepreneurship or things like that, I'm not saying I'll be flustered or pink or whatever.
Okay.
But if youngster CPT's DJ, no, he's DJ girl. Yeah, the Muffin Man. Yeah.
I forgot about
No, I think youngster also expected that on Sunday night. Because then I went up to them.
So yes.
Nee, lekker.
But then I think everybody was expected me to come for youngster or wanting a photo with him. But then I was like, no.
Yeah, voor de DJ.
Yes. But he also just looked and it's like, yeah, no.
Nee, lekker. I'm here for that, man. Because like you, that's your passion. That's
Yeah.
your bra. Kijk, ik ben me nou aan lekker uit mijn maag uitlaag. Because I wasn't ready for that. You are wired differently.
And then you look at her, you spend a few minutes with her, you're like, I think I got her. I think I understand.
Aye.
And then she say one thing and you're like, nah.
Nah,
no,
let's go back to
nah,
the
don't
drawing
ever.
board,
Back to
girl.
the drawing board, yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah. Anything else about each other, about yourselves that you just want to share with everybody so everybody has a quiet day about us?
Not so much about myself, but on the topics and stuff that we hope potentially going to do, I would like it to be where it is healing topics, because that is what we're about, but at the same time, what healing topics should we have? Because everybody is different. Everybody has different needs. Do you understand? My thing would be completely different to yours. You having no kids or whatever. And here I am with kids on private school and stuff. We have complete different needs.
Different worlds.
So I think we would like suggestions from the people in the sense of so that we get a better understanding of what they are looking forward to. Even though we do already have our own topics and things that we're going to discuss, whether it is on, you know, healing relationships, whether it is finances and things that we've done or experienced in our personal lives that we want to take forward and share that experience with. But we also want to know from the viewers in the sense of what do they need in their lives or what are they busy dealing with where they would maybe want healing.
Yeah.
Is that a good one for the suggestion that I saw on the socials, the vent?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
someone
that was
mentioned
actually
it.
awesome. Zufa suggested, because we said we're doing this confessions corner and things, where she referenced the vent and what that means. Let me just go into it quickly to say exactly.
I read it. It's like the vent. It's a session where you can put stuff out there, express yourself, but the vent also allows airflow to come in. And when I read
Yes.
that, I was
That's
like,
very cool.
like in and
Yeah.
out.
So
It
it
must be
says it's a
balanced.
place to open up social wounds, ills, issues, but a vent is also where fresh air enters in. So that was actually awesome. Instead
I
of
love
having
it.
it the confessions corner
I
or
love
something
that.
like that, the
It's slowly
vent then.
developing. Like, kan iemand nou net voor zo'n beat? Ik gooi niet skum mee, but joh.
Sounds nice.
En
It's
dan moet
sound
ik
refreshing this so.
En wat nog een logo in een sponsor. Wow, it's just asking stuff.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely,
like a
definitely
sponsor,
sponsors, anything
kijk
at
die,
all.
Like transport zal gevaarlijk wees nou. Like voor mensen wat like in Lavendale blijven.
Van die alle Ubers wil daar.
Ik praat ook niet van specifically nou. Ik praat van mij. Het will be dope, positive, but we here for the healing part. We here
Yeah.
for the venting. I love that. When I read that, I resonated with it. What's the name? Zulfa?
Yeah.
Shout out
Zufa
Zulfa.
Samuels.
Jay is Easter. It's like slowly but surely. I love how everybody is literally helping us to
Yeah.
build this thing. Eh?
And especially things in our community. I think we should address that as well.
Yeah.
Healing types of things. So there are two things that came through in with the confessions. I'm not gonna go into detail with it right now because we'll be limited to time. But it's also where this is something with this, whether we do the vein confessions, whatever the case may be, know that none of us are professionals to be giving advice or anything.
Yeah, ik wil
I
dat
believe
zeggen.
the
Yes.
views of this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we must drop something like that. The views of this podcast is
Yeah.
not a view
Yeah.
of our whatever,
It's
blah, blah,
it's
blah,
our
but
own
that one.
personal experience that we will share, but it's not advice. Ik zeg niet, jij moet je man lossen. Ik zeg ook iets
But
laat je
sometimes
kunnen
some
zeggen,
people
but we'll
so
tell
say,
you.
ik zal het like strongly suggest.
Yeah.
I won't say it.
It's for you to
Just
decide,
strongly
but listen,
encourage you
yeah.
to do
Decide, yeah.
something. Yeah.
Or understand like this was my experience with the
Doesn't mean
situation.
it's
It
gonna
doesn't
work,
mean
yeah, for
yes.
everyone,
So
yeah.
we're making it very clear. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go into this next week.
Okay.
Bring your calculators with, ladies,
Yeah,
because we need to
sorry.
calculate
I'm
out the
excited
dates
for
and
the
stuff.
story.
And
So we literally
Just give
we
an
have
intro
content
about
for
that.
next week of leftover of the show. It's
yes,
so dope.
so we're gonna come back next week and we're going to just go into this and check out the dates and stuff and the calendars, and we're going to try and figure out to help her as she requested assistance, and we're gonna figure out who the baby daddy is.
Oh!
Heb ik
Ja.
calculate in mijn calendar brengen, want ik wil het
I was
weten.
dope in biology. I did it in
Is
higher grade on
Het
school.
is
So
aan
the
mijn idee hoeveel
ovulation.
options is daar.
We're looking at 3.
Okay.
So we have the dates and stuff when she was
Okay.
ovulating, all those type of thing, when the last period was skipped. But it's also a concern where she, at that point where she didn't know, and she did consume alcohol at one point.
So
she-
blij niet stuk hoor.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
it
it
was
was
for
this was
anonymous
over
help.
December, so it's like
Oh, it was nice
we understand.
times.
We
Okay.
understand.
I get it.
Yeah.
She was bumbering.
Yes, with the big boys.
Ik
Now we need to-
Ik het geëxcrepen.
Yeah. So firstly, congratulations to her that she's
Congrats,
pregnant.
congrats on the
Definitely.
baby.
So we're gonna try and figure out
I know.
who was the big boy to this little
Okay.
boy or girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be ready for
So
that.
the baby's in the picture already.
Yes.
Okay.
She's now at 16 weeks. So we'll calculate out,
Backtrack.
backtrack and figure out.
Okay.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Die pas is swindel, Janie.
So just to comment on that.
Sarayda, shout out to us daar die
Yeah.
altijd. Nice.
So it wasn't a swindling thing. I helped a friend. But at the
Okay.
end of the day, and finding out more information, it was sort of like a con. But to me, I still see it where, irrespective, I was helping out a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad, man, because you want to help. You're such a helpful
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
whatever. No? And
And now it affects the-
other people.
yes.
It really needs the help.
really
like,
need
It
help,
is,
yeah.
because now it
No one
affects
else.
the next person. Somebody came to me again this morning, but now I'm reluctant because I can't
now you
trust
see,
anymore.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
But I hope you get the healing for that as well. Like
Wat lees ek
working
jy
through
help?
it.
Like, I don't know, man. It's like I don't want to run and do all these things. I got advice from my lawyer as to what I need to do for court. But it's like so many steps and things that I now need to do and waste my time. And it's way...
Oh, you're going to put energy into something like that.
Exactly.
But you will het ook afskryf because verkeerd is verkeerd.
Yeah, whether it is... And this is a lot of money because it's almost 30,000.
Hey, wow.
Yes, dan die feit dat jy 30,000 kan gee.
Bel dat jy mafka.
Ek het miskien 'n data geraan om vir iemand te gee.
So yeah.
Do you owe someone like... never mind, I'm not there to judge.
But at the same time, if you do nothing as well, does the next person go through this?
Yeah.
So it's like, at the same point, it's like...
I'm just told, you got me tripped up at the amount, man. You got me tripped up. I could hear nothing after that.
Yeah.
I can't even ask people for like a 200 rand, you know that?
Yeah.
It's crazy that I can ask people for someone else. Like there's an organization that needs dinges. But
when
self,
it's
I'm
you-
self in need. I can't also myself.
Yeah.
And there's some people that has the audacity just to do that.
Yeah.
And they got it. No, they got it. So all they must do is...
And there's times that we ask. I mean, there's times that you suckle and you
Yeah.
will ask somebody. But it's also, it comes with shame.
And you must give
And
it
you
back.
feel like, you know,
I believe you must
it
give it
already
back.
takes so much for you to ask somebody, okay, can you borrow me $100? So even if you get the no, that rejection, man, you walk away, you broke and you embarrassed to
Yeah.
So
No, but at
so
the
we
same
not-
time, like, ik ken smaak kry. I know what it is. I've been through it, where there's absolutely nothing in your fridge except for ice water and this jam.
Ja.
That's
En
it.
oh, rice wat nog gewist het van wat
Yeah, that's if you were lucky enough to have rice. So I know that is why my husband would always be complaining and nagging because you're just giving away and it's my money that
But
you're
you
giving
know
away.
that feeling of not
Yes,
having, man.
yes, that is why I would always be helping, always be giving because I know what it is to have nothing. But now it's like, you know, I keep helping and then look what happens. So, and I hate that the fact that now I'm doubting myself being a good person when I've been
Because of
trying
somebody
so
else's
hard
actions,
to be a better person.
Even with finances aside, just giving of your time,
Yes.
or of your, I'll be there. Like, can I send that email for you?
Yeah.
Like, I will. Like, even that counts more than the money. And if life is so tough, no, that when you find a good person or a good friend, don't even try
Yeah.
to screw the person over, man. It makes me sad.
When it's hard to like you
And you never
good enough
get
to
over
borrow,
that.
but then when it comes down to why must you go ask for your money? Like you end up on
That's the worst. Like, you know you owe
What's
somebody.
the status? Biscuits money is due.
Yes.
Yo, ek het hy, weet jy nou, ek het
Ja, kom aan. Ik
ek
blijf
het
mezelf
wat
al.
even verkoop na. En dan sien ek eendag nou wag ek vir die geld, ek wag vir die geld. Die mense gee dan nog nie geld. Tel jy as die phone mee op en dan like, yo, but this is junk man. Why must I ask? Ek sien mense in die long street, dan sien mense hier en daar. This is on the weekend and then the Sunday I message I'm like, kyk nee man. Moet ek vir Bob's Bar gaan and it's junk. Why is people so man?
So I can't believe that this hour
Is this
actually we're like 3 minutes away from an hour.
Wow.
I feel like we have only just started
Sure,
to
we
touch
didn't
the
scratch
top,
the
no?
surface, eh?
And what impressed me is that like Nasli has like overflowing stuff, man. For our second episode.
Yes, we
That's
do.
why-
We've got
second
another one as
episode
well
is
that we can
now.
discuss next week. Taking, how do I put this now? Taking the law into your own
You
hands.
know, that's a vague statement. Like
Yeah.
in what way?
So this is somebody where his stuff was stolen, but this is stuff that goes to, you know, non-profit organizations and stuff in
Okay.
communities,
Okay.
helping, feeding and all of this, and that was stolen. So now you know what's gonna happen if you make a case or whatever, and they're dragging and.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're seeing that person there, and you take that action
Yeah.
into your own
Yeah.
hands, and because you're mad as well. This is your stuff being stolen that you're
Not just
pouring
yours,
in.
the community, other people
Yes.
is now suffering.
It's going to your own people. It's
Yeah.
your own people that you're stealing from. So, you know, at what point, like in some situations, I've personally seen physical attacks and I hate it. But then people will tell me, no, but you know, whatever, it was you or they robbed you or whatever the case may be. But to what extent? And who says that physical violence will stop at that point? Does that person die there? Does that person just get taught a lesson to not do it again?
So it's like life maybe possible.
Yes.
There isn't really a stop. I mean, they can go boss and hurt.
Yes.
And then that person goes to jail and then nog gedaan.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do you leave that person and they does it again, or she does it again? And that could maybe be a fatal situation the next time because that person wasn't stopped today. So it's difficult.
So we can we can let this marinate for the week. Is that how what we coming back next week?
And then working out nugget pills, baby daddy.
Ik is excited for die part.
Ik wil nou al begin. Ik is baie excited. Ik wil al 'n baby shower. Alles al because ek wil net weet wie is die pa.
Wat is die pa se naam?
Wie is die pa se naam?
Is die man se naam?
And understand that there's absolutely no judgment. I'm glad that she enjoyed herself. But we're also just curious and want to know more and
and help.
Of these options. Is it people that you know that you can go back to and say, listen, this is the situation? Are they going to be there supportive?
Wat nou net 'n sperm donor. So it's If it must happen, dan moet het maar die man moet geld het of iets, jongens. Sometimes I can't afford myself. Looking at the comments.
Thank you, Zuraida.
Yeah.
You're inspiring so many women just by being yourselves. Thank you so much.
I don't remind people who owe me, depends on the situation.
Joe is so much no scream at 30K. Yes.
I feel him because that's how I also felt when I heard that amount. Like,
Nathan Williams is rich. We need to look into his profile and just check a bit further.
Don't remind people who owe me, depends on the
I don't remind people who owe me.
Because no one say DMs.
Yeah.
Yo, you make me nervous.
I just have one question though, because I'm burning to ask. Was the 30 a full 30 or was it over a certain amount of time that it got to 30?
No, it was like 3 amounts.
So
but like
at the time.
No, I think it was like one was 14 and a half.
Man, I can't believe this.
And all of that. But it was, I like deducted some because there were some points where, so I'm rounding it down to 28,700 because there were some instances where I gave petrol money and things, but that was out of my own. So that was like.
Can I say what I am very glad for? I'm glad that Simon Lviv never made contact with you. Because
ik hoop hij luistert die podcast nou niet.
Daar zal ik mijn naam gat gemaakt.
What the heck? Ik is op mijn, if I owe someone 1,000 and that's my nerves klaar, bro. Ik denk hoe kan ik vragen voor installments? Can I pay it over 3 months?
Ik weet niet, nou papgejali gaat niks. Wie kreeg een stukje en een stukje, but joh, that's hectic.
Yeah.
That's hectic.
I feel on that note, guys, we have come to the point waar ons nou baie dinge getouched het. My hart is getouched van die finances. Ik ga niet vandaan kan slapen. But we're going to make a plan.
Yeah.
So, this was Arlene Peterson for the very first time on Tea for Three. To my left.
Wat moet ik zeggen?
Je moet je naam zeggen. Zeg maar je naam.
Het is Natasha Roger.
Hij was baie ook. Wat is Roger?
Like when you open the radio or something.
Roger that.
Ik hou Manhattan. Wat is die voor de naam?
Tango.
It's
like the alphabet. Charlie Fox.
Alpha Bravo.
Roger. It's R. So you're like a Rolls Royce. Like
Roger.
That's what it means. R.
Roger, ik hou van die naam Roger.
No, Natasha, I can actually teach you about that and stuff. So Alpha Bravo, Charlie, Delta, all of that.
I
can teach you about what-as.
Yes.
Because I'm going to teach sisters.
Like epaka.
Yeah. You know how confusing it makes the children. They have to say single sounds.
And they was changing over the sounds and then.
Yeah, and then
now they have to sound it what-as, whereas. It's nice. I don't blame them.
No, but anyway, I'm out. This was an awesome show, and I hope that we have a whole lot more epic shows.
Ik krijg net warm hier, man.
Yeah, no, we will definitely have more shows, more topics.
What is sweetie? Like, what is your
No, guys, like I'm single here, so I'm not gonna sweat.
Is daai hoekie, ons het meer ligting.
I feel next week I want to sit on that side because that's with the
Ja, baby, poei op my voorkop.
I'm gonna have a box of tissues, wait to wife or something.
Next week is net julle twee en ek sal vir julle
What?
oppie.
What do you mean?
Sorry guys, for everybody, I will be at the show, but I will be on holiday.
But we just started the show. How can you be gone?
All women deserve a bloody break. And die is my break.
Okay, now I can't deny that, but now you
We
know
all
what?
need
We
it.
must bring something to eat next week now, so
Ek sal vir jou nou al 'n pakkie kossies in die vriezer sit, jy kan dit net warm maak.
die haren die ding bly
I give you hindrance. Yeah, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in. Those that have, to those that haven't watched, we will share the links continuously so that you guys can watch and subscribe and follow us.
I'm so glad you're doing that because you do it.
Daarom sê ek she will.
Listen to
She
this
will.
comment. Very cool show. Loved it. The converse flowing, and you are doing good. I'll be here next week again. On that note, we at least as ons een person getouch het vandaag. Dat is een baie dankie.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Dankie sister.
Did you out yourself?
No, I didn't. So thank you again, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Natalie Fredericks, single,
As is nou aan.
Ready to mingle?
with financially stable men.
Yes, baie belangrijk. And on our technical board, we have Nantel. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
making this
Nantel.
possible. And this is the part where we're gonna have our song. So we're gonna like.
Can you guys suggest to us songs?
Wiki, like can we do it?
Because everybody has different genres. Like, do you want hip hop? Do you want something more classical?
Nee,
ladies?
ik weet niet. I can't even name something, but I feel like we already outrode each other, like, and now we're just gonna go into the music topic, which is a whole crazy.
No, guys,
So
if it comes to the
note-
music, I'm just going to be playing youngsters. Just because I'm a
thank you for
DJ.
everyone, yeah?
En klaar, Judy Boucher.
We have to stop this by saying thank you to everybody
Thank
that
you,
tuned
everyone.
in tonight,
Thank you
that
so much.
subscribed, that commented. Jozone, we see you. Thank you for the
Thank
love,
you.
everybody. Nathan Williams, ik denk hij is die reikende wat hulle gesê het wat julle die DM's
Ja,
van ons
soveel,
vandaan.
Nathan.
No, I'm gonna wait for my 1 minute post 12 nights over data. I gaan ek ook
I didn't know this one was a
So-
person, eh? The living. I thought it was a church or something. And
I thought it so. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was
Thank
us.
you.
Have a
Tea for
lekker
Three
week.
for the very, very first time. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Minus Natasha. But
Nee,
we
ik ga
gonna be
die,
here.
ik ga die, vies guys, ik ga het in een hot tub zitten en instream, wat? Ik is inspirant. Amen.
Cheers,
Cheers
baby.
guys.
Ding,
Ching,
background
ching,
music,
ching.
picky, picky, week, week,
En dan
week.
nog maar toe. Ja, dat is toe.
Outro.
Het was af.